This week we will continue our study of aerophones with the accordion. This is called a free reed instrument, where a reed that is not necessarily attached to a person's mouth is what vibrates, causing the sound. The very first known instrument is a Chinese instrument, and it's mentioned in a very old book. And the instrument was called the Cheng. These still exist today. They're rather awkward to play, but they've been around a very long time. So show them some respect. The modern accordion, much like the one you see here, is the man that created it and is given credit for its invention. His name was Cyrillus Damian. And it had keys kind of like a typewriter. They've since developed into either buttons or a keyboard like a piano. But that was the first one. The man who kind of modernized and automated the production of the accordion made a lot of money. Matthias Hohner. You've probably seen Hohner harmonicas, yeah. But he also made a lot of money on the accordion. So if you look in your grandparents' basement, you may find one. Who knows? There is the section in the middle, if you look right up here, the part in the middle between the two ends is called the bellows. Much like somebody stoking a fire for a blacksmith, the bellows, when you pump it, it pushes and pulls air in and out of the machine. So that's how you move air across the free reed. The harmonica is the most closely related instrument. There's the melodica, you could say that. There's instruments from other places around the world, but really the harmonica is the closest thing. The biggest difference is you blow air into a harmonica with your mouth. Believe it or not, Peter Tchaikovsky wrote specifically for the accordion. I need to look that up. I don't know what PC wrote for it, and I think that would be interesting to find out. Let's see. How does an accordion player initiate a new attack on a note? Like if they want to go da, 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 the way they do that is either by pushing in or pulling out on the bellows. That forces a change of direction from the air stream, and then you get a new attack. For a string player, that would be a change of bow direction, or for a wind player, that would be ta, 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 breaking the airstream with your tongue. For a percussionist, that would be hitting something again with a new stick. What else? There was a very well-known accordion player by the name of Lawrence Welk. He had a television show from the 1950s through the 80s. He was not mainly known for the accordion, but the guy that was mainly known for the accordion made a big name for himself, and that was Myron Florin. Your grandparents or perhaps great-grandparents probably watched this because there wasn't very much on TV in the 50s. So Lawrence Welk was kind of a household name. It was a variety show. They'd bring in different performers, dancers, singers, musicians to perform. But Myron Florin kind of led the band in the background and played accordion all the time. So that helped it become kind of a household name. There are three main styles of the modern accordion. You have the diatonic, which means they all stay in one key. Those are usually the squeeze box type. They have buttons on both ends, and they would like only be in the key of F major or G major or something. And you have a fully chromatic accordion, which has more buttons, and you can play in all 12 keys because you have buttons for all 12 possible notes. And then the last one is the keyboard accordion, like you see in the picture here. That is Frankie Yankovic. and he was known everywhere. He got the very first ever Grammy Award for Best Polka Recording in 1986. He started out much earlier than that, but it wasn't recognized by the Grammy Foundation until the mid-'80s, believe it or not. And he was well known in the 60s. So let's take a listen to his biggest hit called You Are My Sunshine.
Here it is, our version of You Are My Sunshine. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and everybody, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Hey! The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Thank you.
Okay, I'm sure most of you have heard that tune at some point in your life. So that is it for aerophones. Next week, we will start looking at electrophones. These are instruments that require an electrical signal in order to produce sound. So, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.